So good afternoon everyone. This video is a demonstration video on the task that was given to me by the Funbox recruitment drive. So I have applied for backend developers intern and this is the given task. The task given is to create a login and sign up page along with authentication. Authentication in the sense the input has to be checked with the data that is present in the database, and if the user is logged in, it has to show the username, and also it has to give the input of entering the bucket name in the input area. That is the content that is to be stored in the bucket, and by submitting that, the information will be stored in the corresponding user's database. So let us dive into the code. I have used React.js, Node.js and MongoDB as described by the problem statement that is given. So here, opening my VS Code, I have folder db which has model.js. So this is the schema of the storage that is being stored in the MongoDB database, where there is a username of type string, password of type string, and there is a buckets array where each bucket pair that is having a bucket name and bucket data will be stored, that is pushed into this array. And coming to the dependencies that I have used Express, Mongoose and NodeMon. NodeMon is basically a dev dependency but not used in the production. Coming to the public directory, I have index.html, where these are the script tags that refer to the React DOM and React script tags. I have used only this CDN links just as because this project mainly focuses on the backend development but not front end. But this also uses all the features of React. So coming to the SRC, this is just some basic styling of the app that I have designed. App.js consists of three components. One is form component that is used for both login and sign up. And yes, the action of this form changes based on the props that are passed to this form component. This is a bucket form where this is also a form which contains the bucket name and the bucket content that is to be entered by the user. And at last, this will be having a submit button and a logout button, so that user can be logging out or else submitting the bucket name and bucket content to the MongoDB database. And this is the main component where both bucket form and form components will be used here. And yes, the actions will be changing based on the state of the component. So here the bucket form will be having a prop username and form will be having a prop action title, and there is a change button prop also. So that we can toggle the login and sign up form. Coming to index.js, this will be rendering app component to the root element by id that is present in index.html. So here all the document of DOM elements will be going here in the div with the id root. And yes, coming to the main part, that is server, we have server.js. This requires Express and Mongoose with sorry, this is not there. This requires Express and Mongoose as the dependencies. And yes, there are 3 to 4 routes that are currently present in this server, and this is the client URL where the routes will be redirected to this client URL. There is only one client URL and there are no routes because React is basically a single page web application. So here slash users will be returning all the data that is present in the MongoDB. all the data, all the username, passwords, and the bucket names along with the bucket data. Slash login user will be logging in the user into the portal. So whenever there is a root slash login hyphen user, first it checks whether first it checks whether there is any username with the request.body.name, and if that is present, then it checks with the password, and if the password also gets satisfied, it sets the cookie for the first time. And yes, if the whole and after setting the cookie, it will be redirect to the client home. Client home in the sense same link, because after redirecting, when we go back to app.js, in the form, in the app component, it before rendering, it checks whether there are any cookies or not. If there are no cookies, it will be showing the normal form component, which is either a sign up or a login. And if there are any cookies that are present, then it will be showing the bucket form, where user can enter the bucket details like bucket name and data after he uh, gets into the portal by logging in. And this is the whole description of slash login user. Slash register user will be basically connecting to the register page of the client side, where the request.body.name and password will be sent to the MongoDB, and it will be inserted inside it. So this is a bit small compared to slash login user. Slash logout, in the sense, it will be clearing the cookies on the response element of the server side. So automatically it gets cleared on the client side also. I will be showing the demonstration soon. Slash submit bucket will just check whether there are any cookies or not, and if there are any cookies, checks whether the value of the cookie is same as the user that is currently logged into. And yes, if that user that is currently logged in is having an entry in the database, then he or she can append the bucket name and bucket data into his own database, that is his own document collection. So here, this is the whole process of bucket updation. And yes, all this will be running on the port 3000. I will be showing you the demonstration. npm start is the npm start is one of the scripts that runs nodemon-server.js, that is present in slash server. So it is now showing that it's connected to database. Now let us go to public index.html and open with live server. And yes, we can see that there is a register page currently. When we click on this, it will be toggling to a login page and user page, as this is just a basic concept that's present in React. And yes, I do have a account in this, so I will be logging in into this account. So when I click submit, so yes, the URL doesn't change because this is a single page web application, but the components, the DOM elements that are present on this web page will be changing. Let me show you that too. Go to application and then cookies. Here you can see that there is a cookie of name, username, and value as the username, the real username. So whenever I press logout, so you can see that the cookie has been cleared and the DOM elements have been changed. So I will log in into the portal again with my username and password, and now I can add my bucket name and bucket content. Let me write my bucket name as and bucket content as same this. So whenever I submit press submit, it will be showing the bucket updated. As this is not a front end project, the UI is too bad, but this works. So here you can see the bucket is updated with this name. If you want to see all the uh, routes and their functionality, I have just implemented a test.rest, which is basically can be implemented with the help of this extension REST client. So whenever we send a get request of /users, we'll be getting all the users. So this is the bucket that I have inserted right now while demonstrating the video. And there are also many other usernames and passwords that are currently into it. So let me try with some other user, F and F. So okay, and currently there are no buckets. And I will go back and I will log out. And as this is register page, we'll go to login page, login with username F and password F, submit. Will be showing welcome F, and I will be entering a bucket name hello and this submit. And yes, this one, right? And we will send request again. As you can see that there is a bucket name and bucket data that is being pushed into this buckets array. So yes, similarly all work like that. Instead of having a front-end web application, we can also test the back-end web application with the help of this extension in this test.rest file. So these are some of the tries that I have made while developing my web application. So let us log out. So that is my video demonstration. Thank you.